All right, FES friends, we are continuing with our different types of graphs and tables, and we're going to learn some new ones today. You may or may not have done these in second grade. So we're going to be talking about frequency tables and then line plots, okay? And we have three different kinds that we're going to talk about. We have a tally chart, which is right here, which can be used to record and organize data. And you guys maybe know what tallies are. Sometimes when we make tallies, they're little marks right here. And I think you guys maybe know that when you do them, when you get to 5, you always take that 5th one and go over your line. So you might have done those before. Those are tallies. Then we have a frequency table right here, which is different because, first of all, we don't have tallies, but we've got the same information as this chart over here. We've got the ages of the kids, 7 to 11, but instead of using tallies, they're using numbers. It's the same information in both charts, okay? It's just a different way of showing it. And my last way is a line plot. This one right here should be highlighted as well. Shows the frequency of data on a number line. So all three of these charts are using the same information. They're just showing it differently. On the line plot, notice that the numbers are on a number line going across the bottom. And then if I look over here, I have an age 7. There's only one kid that's 7. So then when you go to the 7 on the number line, there's only one dot right there. Okay, if I look at the 11-year-olds, there are 2. So then you would make 2 dots. When you make a line plot, you use dots to show your data. So we are going to do the questions down below, some of them together. Okay, and we're going to be using the charts up above to answer our questions. So number 1 says, how many basketball players are 10 years old? I can look at any of these charts to see how many players are 10. Okay, I'm going to look at this one over here. Okay, but you can look at any of them. So how many players are 10? So I look at the 10 and I count my dots. 1, 2, 3, 4. I write that down. 4 players. Still have my label there. Okay, the next one says, which age appears most often? So which age are there the most players? Okay, I bet you could do that one on your own, couldn't you? Which age are there the most players? You're going to write that right there. I want you to do that one on your own. Okay, number 3. Are there more players that are younger than 9 or more players that are older than 9? So you need to look at when they say younger than 9, okay, that would be 7 and 8. Okay, that would be this and this. That's younger than 9. I don't count the 9s in that. Younger than 9 would be the 8s and the 7s. Or are there more kids that are older than 9? If I say older than 9, that's my 10s and my 11s. I'm never counting the 9s because I'm looking at less than 9 and more than 9. So you're going to tell me where there are more players. So on the line, you're either going to write younger than 9 or older than 9. Okay, these are your 2 choices. All right, now here's the fun part. Well, you get to write your own question at the bottom about the chart. So maybe you want to say, how many players were there all together? Ooh, that's a good one. Because then they would have to add up all the numbers, right? Or maybe you want to say how many players were 8 and 9 years old. So you're going to write your own question, and then also you're going to provide the answer to your question. Remember that questions end with question marks, right? So write your question and then write the answer. So those are our 3 kinds of charts that we're going to talk about today. So we had the tally charts, the frequency tables, and the line plots. So finish up this page and then meet me on the back side. Thanks, guys. All right, I think I said the back page, but it's actually page 315 that we're on right now. Okay, and we're still in our workbook for today. We're staying in the workbook. We are not going to the homework and remembering booklet. All right, we are going to do some of this together as well, and then I will leave some for you to do on your own. So we're going to take a survey and make a pictograph. Now, here's the deal. We can't really ask kids because we aren't in the classroom. So Mrs. Hagen is going to give you some data for your chart, okay? If we were at school, I would have you raise your hands and then we would keep track of what people's favorite season is, okay? So for winter, I want you to do 2 tallies. That means 2 people like winter. Remember, we technically only have 10 kids in our little experiment here. Spring, 1 person likes spring. Summer, 5 people. Remember, I do 4 and then I bring 1 across. And then fall is 2 people. Okay, so that's our information that we're going to use to make these next 2 charts. Remember, when you do a frequency table, it's the same information, but instead of doing tallies, you're writing the number. So for winter, I have 2, and you're going to finish that chart up writing the same information that's in this chart onto the frequency table. Okay, and then when I get down below, I'm going to make my own pictograph. Super cool, right? So we're going to use the same title that they used up here. So we're going to put our title down and we're going to put favorite season. It's like we're using the same information up above, but we're making it a pictograph, okay? All right, and then what were the things that we're going to go on these 4 lines right here? Those are going to be our seasons. And you know what? I'm okay if you just put W for winter. And then spring, we're going to do SP. Summer, we're going to do SU. And fall, we're going to do just an F, just to make it, because it's kind of a smaller line there. If you want to write them out, you can certainly do that. Now remember, when we did pictographs, we said one of the most important things to do is to look at the key, okay? So we're going to be using smiley faces to make our pictograph. Okay, and we're going to say that each smiley face stands for 2 students. Okay, that's going to be our key. So that's very, very important. So if I look at winter, how many people liked winter? I look back up and I see 2 people liked winter. Now, you might get tricked and write 2 smiley faces. Don't do that because each smiley face is worth 2. Just do your best on that. Okay, so you're going to do the same thing for spring, summer, and fall. Just remembering to make sure that you're doing the smiley faces for 2. And I don't know if anybody remembers, but what happens? Like on number for summer, your number is 5. Right? So you're like, well, if I do 2 smiley faces, that's 4, but then how do I make that last 1? Do you guys remember how they did a half a smiley face, right? So you can do a half a smiley face if you need to, if you have an odd number like that. All right, so that is our math for today. Finish that up. I'm going to say that this part right here is extra credit. And I think that is it for today. Thanks, guys.